Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Test. All good?
Should be good to go.
All right, welcome, folks. Swather Sports Network. We're here at Hop Stadium, where in the first round of playoffs, we got the Hesston Swathers hosting the Goodland Cowboys, making the trek over here today. First time, I think we can say this, at least this season, traversing a time zone to get here to play this football game here in 3A first round playoff action. Jackson, what do we got in store for us tonight?
Well, I think of the name of the game. I mean, the whole state knows it. Number 3, Lincoln Kerr for the Goodland Cowboys. Amazing player, 5-star tight end, headed to K-State. And he's really going to be the focal point of the passing offense. Goodland really is a majority passing team. I think last week they had over 400 yards in the air and 10 yards on the ground. Season average is 258.3, and so really the name of the game is how can you slow down that Goodland passing attack.
Absolutely. Goodland coming in with a 4-4 record, playing a pretty good league, coming out of a pretty good district. Taking on the Swathers here, took their first loss last week to a perennial power, 3A power in Andale here at home. So we'll see what we got tonight. Jackson, what are we looking for tonight for the Swathers?
For the Swathers, it's really can you establish the run game early and often against Andale. It was very tough sledding for Carter Gonzalez, who's nearing 1,000 yards on the season, and really any of the other Swathers running the ball. But Goodland is more susceptible to running than Andale is for sure. And so being able to control the time of possession and make sure that your offense is on the field and keeping the Cowboys' offense off will be the key to the game.
Looking forward to a good one tonight. Goodland has won the toss, elected to receive. So Hesston will open up tonight, kicking the ball. Pretty crazy tonight. First five-star recruit in Kansas State football history here in Hesston, Kansas. I remember when I was 10 years old, was watching Colin Curry Sexton play on this field. I don't know if you know them, K-State greats. But I think they were no stars, maybe 1 star, but I thought they were incredible. So really excited to see what Lincoln Kerr could bring as a Cat fan. I'm excited to see him have some success starting next year. Gearing up for kickoff, first round of the 3A state football playoffs. We'll be back in a sec. Ethan Trogg is going to get us started here for the Swathers. Back deep for Goodland. It looks like Lincoln Kerr. And one other player. It's going to be tough to see those numbers tonight.
Yeah, we are located on the north side of the stadium, on the near side of what your video feed is coming at you. So if we miss some numbers on the far side of the field, please give us some grace.
Trogg kicking it short, fielded, and immediately tripped up. Kind of caught it on the run. Good catch there by, I believe, number 12, Ethan Horinek, sophomore. Goodland will take over on the 31-yard line. Last week, the Swather defense giving up a lot of big plays, very quick drives. I mean, you blink your eye last week and it was 24-0, so Swather's looking to get some early stops here in this one.
Looks like there'll be 3 down linemen, only 5 guys in the box really here.
Back to pass. The ball's behind, intended for Cure.
Yeah, pretty solid coverage there from the Swathers. They're not afraid to target him early and often, and you saw right there, pass was just a couple yards behind, really didn't have a chance to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, like you said, pregame, last week Goodland ran the ball for 10 yards, so we'll see if they try to establish the run here early or just continue to do what they do. One back set. Gets the snap, looking at it out route. Oh, almost tipped. And almost intercepted by Asher Dutchendorf. Once again intended for Cure, trying to go to him here in the first couple plays early. Great play there by Deschendorf.
Yeah, almost near interception there, and something that we didn't mention pregame is that I was watching film the last two games. There were multiple times that near interceptions. Miller's been pretty consistent and turnover free, but has had a couple plays the last 2 weeks that I thought probably should have been picked off.
3rd down and 10. Back to pass again, looking deep ball. Kure's got a step on Jameson Cole. He makes the catch. 10-5, Lincoln Kure in for the Goodland Cowboys touchdown. 3 plays, 3 targets to Lincoln Kure. Probably could have told you that might happen here early in this game.
Yeah, 3rd time's a charm for the Cowboys. Really just a breakdown in coverage, leading Jameson Cole, your shortest defender on the field on the 6'5". Kure is not a recipe for success for the Swathers here.
Looks like pass was thrown by number 6, Jack Thorson. I don't know if it's Thorson or Miller, but great throw nonetheless. In the kick for Goodland is Michael Johnston. High kick. Dropped it in there, and that is good. Early on in this one, 23 seconds in, Goodland takes the lead 7-0 on a 69-yard bomb from Thorson to Kure.
Yeah, got it up to him, and never going to win a foot race with Lincoln Kure tonight for really anybody on the Swathers. So we'll see how they respond, and we'll be right back.
And we are back here at Hobbs Stadium. Back to kick for Goodland, Michael Johnston. Squibbed, picked up by Blaine Wilson. Tries to find a seam. Wrangled up by a bunch of Cowboys there. Got out to the 43-yard line, where Swathers will take over 1st and 10. Behind sophomore quarterback Jarek Humphreys.
Yeah, great starting field position for the Swathers here. That's something I did notice on film was that they are pretty susceptible to the kickoff return. Gave up a couple big ones both to Hugoton and Scott City in their prior 2 games.
2 receivers out wide. Asher Deschendorf in the slot. It's going to be a play action. Carter Gonzalez, Jarek Humphreys looking to go deep. Asher Deschendorf is wide open, and he makes the play, going right down the seam for a big gain.
Yeah, Deschendorf's Humphrey's favorite target, averaging nearly 80 yards a game, and picks up a nice gain of around 50 there. Great response for the Swathers after that quick touchdown for the Cowboys.
Swathers moving fairly quick. 2 receivers out wide. It's going to be a give to Carter Gonzalez. Big hole. Wrangled up after a decent gain by one of the Goodland Cowboys defenders. Man, it's going to be tough to see it there on the south end of the field. But straight give to Gonzalez. That 5-yard run is something we haven't seen in a couple weeks from Gonzalez and the Swathers offensive line.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was not touched until the 5 yards down the field.
2nd down and 5, ball on the 13-yard line. Full shift out here to the wide side of the field. Humphreys takes the snap. It's going to be another give to Gonzalez. Tries to cut it outside. Makes a couple defenders miss. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. It'll bring up 1st and goal for the Swathers here on this first drive.
Yeah, nice little counter play. Looks like it will be 1st and goal from the 6 here. Love to see the quick pass play to Deschendorf for on the vert, and then Gonzalez have 2 nice runs here to set up the Swathers with goal to go here.
Humphreys gets the snap. It's going to be another give to Gonzalez. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a few more, taking 6 Goodland defenders here towards the goal line. Solid gain for the Swathers there on first down. This might be who gets the ball last type of game here. Not a lot of defense here early.
Yeah, it's looked pretty easy for both teams thus far with 9:47 to go in the first quarter.
Daxon Deering and Blake Hansen here to the wide side of the field. Gonzalez next to Humphreys. Hansen goes in motion. Snap to Humphreys, another give here to Gonzalez. Gets a little push from his offensive line, but it looks like he is still going to be short of the goal line. A couple good blocks and decent push there for the offensive line, but Gonzalez couldn't find the hole to the end zone. It looks like he's going to have to come out for a play after losing his helmet. Not a great time for him to do that there on 3rd and goal here from the 2.
Yeah, really your goal line thread. Gonzalez tough to bring down, but the Cowboys managed it that time. Really the first play that the Cowboys have had any success on defense.
Timmy Rhodes comes in, sophomore. Humphreys is getting with the quarterback keeper, and he is met right away. Looks like
number 5, Chris Glass, I believe, is what they announced over the PA system.
That'll bring up 4th and goal here from the 2-yard line. Pretty big play here early on in this football game. Humphreys looks like he had a decent look on that play, but it's met by an inside linebacker right in the hole. 4th down and goal. It's going to be another give to Gonzalez. He has a little bit of room now. Good push on the right side of the line, and he is in for the Swathers touchdown. Good push over there by the right side of the line. Tight end Drew Bartell, Brody Martin, and Ethan Coutre looks like on that side, getting into the end zone.
Yeah, it has been a little mix-up on the Swathers offensive line with starting center Levi Flaming out, moving some pieces around. Martin has been their left tackle pretty much all year, but they have him on the right side on that play there, and it worked out well for the Swathers.
Shrog in for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and Ethan Shrog puts it right through to tie this ball game. 7-7, 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. We will be back in a minute. Looks like a pretty even matchup here early on in this first round playoff game. Swather defense creating 2 incompletions there, both to Cure, and then just gave up the deep ball. Something you know is going to happen eventually, but unfortunately it happened there on the first drive for the Swathers. Shrog with the swip kick there. Decent gain, decent field position. That was returned by Ethan Horneck. Good play there by Kason Landis for the kickoff team.
Yeah, see how the Swathers decide to respond on offense or defense here. You know, pretty great coverage on first and second down, and then third down, leaving Cure one-on-one with your shortest receiver on the field is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, the Swathers secondary, both the corners and the safeties, not one of them maybe over 5'10", going up against a 6'6", 5-star. Okay, I'll stop saying 5-star, but he is an incredible athlete. Back to pass, scrambling, has a lot of room, and he slides down just over the 50-yard line. Good play there. That was Zach Thorson. It looks like we have some extracurricular activity happening here in the secondary.
I think that might have been on Cure blocking down the field quite a bit after the play happened.
I don't know if I agree with that call, but the official threw the flag, and it looks like it's going to be 15 yards going the wrong way for Goodland. They tell you to play to the whistle.
Yeah, well, I can't even hear the whistle over here, but yeah, usually this kind of star player, the calls typically go the other way. You get your good player protection, as I like to call it, but early, not the case.
So Goodland heads back right to where they were, still 1st and 10. Cure stacked down. They're going to try to run the football. Decent gain there on 1st down from Goodland. Chayton Goodwin on the carry. Looks like a gain of 4 there on 1st down.
Yeah, the Swathers continue to have 5 or 6 in the box. I'd like to see Goodland try to at least run the ball here early and see if you can't get the Swathers to take one of those defensive backs off the field and get another linebacker in there.
Yeah, looks like they got a defensive tackle over the center and then 2 defensive ends dropping 8 in coverage. Back to pass, swing route, hits the hands of running back Chayton Goodwin. Heard the footsteps of Carter Gonzalez and unfortunately dropped that one, brings up 3rd and 6 here for the Cowboys.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonzalez read that one all the way, and I think that might have been a wise decision to drop the ball there. Don't think you were going to get anything positive with Gonzalez chasing him down.
3rd and 6. I have a sneaky inclination that I know where this football is going. Trips here to the wide side, back to pass, and it's another deep ball to Lincoln Cure. He has a step, and he has the catch. Just not a lot you can do there. Great play, great throw by Zach Thorson, and another great catch by Lincoln Cure all the way to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, again, single coverage on a cornerback. If the Swathers are going to continue to let that happen, the Cowboys are going to take it all day and twice on Sunday.
1st down to 10, 28-yard line. Got trips to the wide side of the field. Lincoln Cure stacked there over the number 1 receiver. Thorson takes the snap, back to pass. It's going to be a swing route. Gonzalez is all over that one. That is going to be a loss of 1. Really good play there by Carter Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's read that swing pass kind of out to the sideline from the halfback well twice. Would be surprised if the Cowboys choose to go back to it with Gonzalez clearly keen in on the halfback here.
Yeah, it looks like the Swathers strategy coming in was to play they're almost pressing him off the line, hoping for a safety help over the top. We'll see if they make some adjustments. 2nd and 11, Thorson takes the snap, rolls out to his left, doesn't see anybody right now, tries to throw it, intended for Kaysen Senderstorm. Great job pushing him out of bounds there by Eli Haug. And that pass is going to come up incomplete. Kind of tried to deke the Swathers there with a quick wide receiver screen, faking it to Cure and hoping to get one of those other 2 receivers downfield for a touchdown.
Yeah, Swathers trusting in their man-to-man defense. I'd like to see if the Swathers can't get some more pressure on Thorson here on a clear passing down.
3rd down and 11. Trips to the wide side of the field. Back to pass, looking Cure side. Makes the catch. Jacob Burkholder is right there, and he's not going down yet. It takes 4 Swathers defenders to barely get him down after a solid gain. Will bring up 4th down and 5.
Yeah, massive play here for the Swathers defense to see if they can get off the field after giving up that early touchdown. Nice job of gang tackling there on the sideline.
Big down here early on in this game. Empty set here for Goodland. Thorson the only one in the backfield. Lincoln Cure on the wide side of the field. It's pass. Cure runs an out route. Rolling. Cure comes back to the ball, and the pass is complete. And he is still up, dragging defenders with him. And that is going to be a gain of about 18 yards there for Goodland.
Yeah, I thought he had him earlier, kind of on the initial cut, but continued to roll out, and Cure kind of cut back to the middle of the field and found him for a nice completion to move the chains.
I'm sure it was on the scouting report front page, front and center, but sometimes there's not much you can do when you got 6'6" running around the football field trying to stop him. First down and goal, 6-yard line. It's going to be a give. Immediately met by Carter Gonzalez. That's going to be a gain of 1. Chayton Goodwin there on the carry for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it looks like Cure came up a little gingerly. He's on the sideline currently. May have got the wind knocked out of him.
Second down and goal, just outside of the 5-yard line. 2-by-2 set here for the Cowboys. Big back in there. Thorson takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to number 12, Ethan Horneck, and he is met in the backfield by Carter Gonzalez. He came through unblocked. It's going to be a loss of 4 there for the Cowboys.
Yeah, now 3rd and goal from the 9 here. Cure comes back in the game after that quick break. Again, I think the key early for the Swathers defense is containing Thorson in the pocket and making him make those longer throws to Cure instead of getting to roll out to the same side.
3rd down goal from the 9-yard line. Trips out to the wide side in a bunch set. Back to pass. Looking for Cure, and Cure is quadruple team. The back of the end zone. Pass is intended for number
7, Braylon Mole.
Looks like number 7, Braylon Mole. First target tonight for Mole. Pass comes up incomplete. It's going to bring down 4th and goal from the 9-yard line. Man, I've never seen someone get quadruple teamed in the back of the end zone in the red zone.
Yeah, you could tell Thorson was looking right there, and he's like, oh, well, he's not open, and decided to roll out and had Mole, but just couldn't come up with the catch there.
You know what they say about elite receivers, right?
What do they say, Gary?
Always open. Always open. Give him the football. 4th down and 9, or 4th down and goal from the 9-yard line. Deep out for Lincoln Cure. Off his hands. There is no flag. There was some contact there in the back of the end zone. Definitely could have been called. Big stop here by the Swathers defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting no call there, but the Swathers will take over on the 9-yard line here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cure definitely frustrated after not being able to cash in on that offensive possession for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that might have been hard to see here on our stream, but that play was right in front of us. A lot of early contact by the Swathers. Pretty good coverage there by Jacob Burkholder, being right with Cure there on the jump ball in the back pylon. Definitely could have been called. Game-changing no call here early on in this game. 1st down and 10 from the 9-yard line. Jarek Humphreys takes the snap, hands it off to Gonzalez, breaks a few tackles. He's still rolling. It's going to be a solid gain of 6 or 7 here on 1st down. Wrangled up and tackled by number 58, Gavin Price. Price had a pretty good game there. Or a pretty good game so far here in interior of that defensive line.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned his name much, but he's the leading tackler for the Cowboys, along with Cure, kind of their 2 defensive stalwarts.
2nd down and 4. Dutchendorf goes in motion. Humphreys takes the snap. It's back to Gonzalez. Not a lot of push early, but he cuts back, makes a few guys miss. And that is going to be plenty for the 1st down. A good 11-yard gain there by Carter Gonzalez.
Yeah, what a difference 1 week can make. It seemed like every time Gonzalez had a little bit of space, the one Indians defender would make the ankle tackle, and this time Gonzalez is able to run through or run over a couple of Cowboy defenders for 2 nice runs to pick up the 1st down.
Moving the chains. 1st down and 10. Hanson comes in motion. Humphreys takes the snap. Play action. Passes out wide to Blake Hanson. Not a lot rolling there. Great play by number 7, Braylon Mole. Great family, I heard. It's going to be a loss of 2. Brings up second down and 12 for the Swathers.
Yeah, none of the Cowboys really bid on that play action fake to Gonzalez on the left. They were sniffing it out to the right the whole time.
Second down and 12. Eli Haug comes in motion. Snap is low to Humphreys. Back to pass. Screen. They were trying to get the screen set up. And number 55, Rhett Eyrig. Also another good family, I heard. Great play there on second and down. It's going to bring third down and a whole long ways here for the Swathers.
Yeah, usually when you're facing third and forever, it's because of a penalty, but just 2 negative plays in that massive sack there for the Cowboys really are pushing the Swathers back. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Bowerly dials up to either try to convert this or just get out of the shadow of your own end zone for a solid punt.
First down's all the way out at the 31-yard line. Ball is currently at the 8. Humphreys takes the snap. Looking for out route for Drew Bartell right through his hands. And that is going to be incomplete. If it was caught, it'd still bring up a fourth down and 15. Going to be punting from the Swathers' own end zone here. And no surprise here, but Lincoln Cura is back to receive this punt.
Yeah, and the Swathers punt coverage team really struggled last week. And with a dynamic athlete like Cura back there, you have to believe that Dutchendorf is going to try to kick this one away from him.
Low kick, keeping it on the ground. Pretty good rollout there for Dutchendorf. Ball's going to stay in bounds. Ball's going to be down at the 48-yard line. Good 40-yard punt out of your own end zone. Brings up first and 10 here for Goodland on their third drive.
Yeah, a little bit of breathing room for the Swathers would have been nice there to even just kind of flip the field now, but the Cowboys get it back in Swather territory here and are looking to make the score 14-7 before this first quarter ends.
Cure goes in motion, trips out to the wide side. Thorson back to pass. Early pressure there by Ethan Coutre. He rolls out of the pocket, tries to make a play. Another great play there by Jacob Burkholder. Pass was intended for Kaysen Setterstrom. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thorson tried to get out of the pocket. Really made an on-target throw there to Setterstrom, but Burkholder making a better play.
Yeah, nice job by Ethan Coutre to really put some pressure on and force Thorson to go out to his left, which is definitely harder for a quarterback, especially on the wide side of the field. It's to the right. You typically want to bootleg out that way.
Burkholder had a hand injury earlier on this season playing with a club. I think that's a little bit of an advantage for a secondary player. Second down and 10, rolling out to the right away from Cure. Finds his man, and the defender was just a bit early. Gavin Larson coming downhill trying to make a play. Just about a half second early on that coverage by the Swathers.
Yeah, tried to jump the route, but jumping from the outside rather than the inside really just cut off the Cowboys wide receiver and didn't give him a chance to make the play.
Pass interference here is the call on Hesston. 9 seconds to go in this first quarter. Very competitive football game so far. Exactly what we imagined for a Friday night first-round matchup. Trips out to the wide side. Cure in a bunch set. It's going to be a quick pass to Cure, and it hits his hands, and that unfortunately hits the ground. Was looking up, and he was looking at all the defenders he was going to drag towards the end zone, but forgot to catch the ball first. Going to bring up second down and 10, 5 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, again, the Swathers have done a good job of kind of sniffing out that shorter passing game, the screen game. But the Cowboys have just had a lot of success throwing vertically down the field. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a shot here with 5 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Second down and 10, empty set here for the Cowboys. Thorson gets the snap, Swathers rush forward. Dirksen trying to make a play on the quarterback, rolls out and finds his man. Did he come down with it? Yes, he did. Really good throw and catch. Catch by Jackson Miller. And that is going to be a gain all the way to the 14-yard line. Gain of 19 yards there. Really good out of the pocket throw by Thorson. And that leads us to the end of the first quarter. Score is Hesston 7, Goodland 7. Don't go anywhere. We are back here, 3A football first round playoff action here at Hobbs Stadium. First down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Kira's now at quarterback. Tough snap goes away from all of his blockers, and he is brought down by a few Swathers. Could not see the end of the play.
Short gain.
Looks like they were trying to run to the wide side of the field, had 3 or 4 blockers in front of him. Snaps a little out to the right. Went against everything, but still got a gain of 2 there on first down.
Yeah, that's a pretty athletic play just to get the snap there. Took all 6'6", and I'm assuming a wingspan of at least that to really one hand catch that snap and then still try to make something out of a broken play.
Second down and 9. Trips bunched out to the wide side, close to the line. Thorson back to pass. Finds the out route. I believe that is their running back, Chayton Goodwin. Another on-target throw there by Thorson, but another drop there by the wide receivers from Goodland.
Yeah, a couple drops here have plagued the last 2 drives for the Cowboys, but we'll see facing a third and 9 here if they're able to corral the ball.
Big down here coming for Goodland. Third down and long. We got trips to the wide side, one back next to Thorson. Back to pass, looking for a deep corner route, and it is up, and it is caught by Lincoln Cure. Rising up and catching that high point in the football, and he is down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it was pretty great coverage by the Swathers, but really just jumped and got the ball, kind of like a power forward or center going for a lob in basketball.
Like I said earlier, always open. 3 or 4 Swathers around him. There goes up and makes the grab down at the 1-yard line. First down and goal. Goodland not known for their rushing attack. I guess they are more known for the rushing attack when you have Lincoln Kerr carrying the football. He's going to be back there at quarterback for the Cowboys. Kerr takes the snap, follows a few blockers, and he is going to walk into the end zone for a Goodland Cowboys touchdown.
Yeah, in any of those short conversions or goal line situations, it's probably going to be Cure in the Wildcat getting the touches and really making one or two guys miss with his elite athleticism, and he did that there.
Yeah, when you have a #1 tight end in the country, top 20 recruit, it's kind of doing your team a disservice when he doesn't touch the football almost every play. Kerr gets in for a second touchdown of the night. PAT is up and it is good. Goodland 14, Hesston 7. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Back here at Hop Stadium. Goodland coming in, like we said in the pregame, with a 4-4 record. One thing that can't be understated is the solid football league they have over there in Western Kansas, the GWAC. Got some solid teams: Colby, Goodland, Holcomb, Hugoton, Scott City, and Ulysses. Played a tough non-district schedule, and they're showing it tonight. Deering takes the return, breaks a few tackles, staying upright, and finally wrangled down by 5 or 6 Cowboys. Swathers once again are going to have solid field position on their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, another decent return. The Cowboys are just going to kind of pooch it to the middle, and Deering picked it up off the bounce and had some nice blocks ahead of him. And Swathers will get started around midfield, which opens up the offense a little bit more than being backed in your own end zone.
Yeah, Swathers this season, like most football teams, haven't been too successful when they get behind the sticks here on first down, like it happened on the last drive. Low snap here to Humphreys, fumbles it a bit, tries to get out of the pocket, breaks a few tackles, finally wrangled up. Good old announcer's jinx here at Hobbs Stadium. That one's on me. Gonna bring up second down and about 20 yards for Hesston. Yeah,
quite a bit behind the sticks now. We mentioned kind of the offensive line shuffle that the Swathers have undergone, and really you don't see those kind of miscues this late in the season from a good football team, but sometimes things happen.
Second down and long. Humphreys short screen over there to Dutchendorf. Would like to see the Swathers continue to block as Dutchendorf is battling. And he takes what looked like a 2-yard gain and turns it into a 9-yard gain, brings up third down and manageable here for the Swathers.
Yeah, just got it back to the original line of scrimmage. I'd love to see the Swathers try to get it to fourth down and manageable here and try to keep the Cowboys offense off the field if you need to convert the fourth down if possible.
Heading into four down territory here. Ball's on their own 47-yard line, 3rd down and 9. Dutchendorf goes in motion. Humphreys takes the snap. Hook and lateral. Here it is. Caught by Blake Hansen. Lateral to Carter Gonzalez. Makes a few guys miss. Great play. Great time to pull that out by head coach Tyson Bowerly. That is going to be a 25-yard gain for the Swathers.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you ever play in the Hesston Swathers, you have to expect on a 3rd and long in the first half or so that they're going to pull up the hook and lateral to really make a big play, and that's exactly what happened there.
Momentum shifting here towards the Swathers side. 2-back set. Humphreys takes the snap, hands it off to Gonzalez. Not a ton of room there on the right side of the line. Does get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. There's some big bodies over there for the Goodland Cowboys.
Yeah, Goodland really selling out the run. Cure's not the deep cover 1 safety is not more than 10 or so yards off the ball, even when the ball snapped, and they're sitting with 7 or 8 in the box.
2nd down and 8. We have some early movement here, called by umpire Mark Sauerwine. Early movement on the interior of the Swathers offensive line. That'll push them back behind the sticks. 2nd down and 13 coming up here for Hesston.
Yeah, had a guy in motion, can't move. I think that was on the center, Gunnar Golden, who's, not his normal position. It's like a respotting of the ball here real quick.
Second down and 13. Bunch set here on the short side of the field. Humphreys is back to pass. Nobody open right away. Finds this check down. Carter Gonzalez has a couple of guys to beat. He is pushed out of bounds by Lincoln Cure after a gain of 20 yards inside the 10-yard line here for the Swathers.
Yeah, Cowboys selling out for the run to the short side of the field, and no one picked up Gonzalez just on the leak out route to the wide side of the field, and he will set up another 1st and goal for the Swathers here.
Good decision by Humphreys. That's a play earlier on in the year. Humphreys is chucking that thing up into triple coverage, making the right decision, getting outside the pocket, finding his check down for a good gain. Humphreys takes the snap, follows 3 or 4 blockers, gets held up here inside the 5-yard line. 4-yard gain down to the 3. Bringed up 2nd down and goal.
Swathers going even more heavy with Josh Dirksen coming in as a kind of second H-back, tight end.
Pistol look here for the Swathers is going to be a give to Carter Gonzalez, and he is met in the hole and stood up. There once again, 55, Rhett Eyrig making the play there for the Cowboys. Made a few of those tonight.
Yeah, no gain there for the Swathers. I'd almost like to see them try to run it up the middle. They continue to kind of go these either off tackle or outside tackle runs, and it hasn't been overly successful, at least what the Swathers have used to.
3rd down and goal. Just inside the 4-yard line. Pistol look here for the Swathers. Humphreys takes the snap. It's play action to Carter Gonzalez. He's looking for Drew Bartell, and he was not open, and he is wrapped up and sacked. It's going to be at the 8-yard line. Looks like only one route there for the Swathers was covered up. He's going to bring up 4th down and goal.
Yeah, for the most part, the Cowboys have been on top of the play-action game for the Swathers. That's something they've had a lot of success throughout the season, but they just have not been fooled on these play-action plays that the Swathers have been running.
4th down and goal, huge play here early. Swathers trying to get the Cowboys to jump off sides, and it looks like Tyson Bowerly is going to use his first timeout of the half. Swathers going to talk about their plan of action here on 4th and goal from the 8. Don't go anywhere. Fourth down and goal here for the Swathers. Gonzalez next to Humphreys there in the backfield. Eli Howe goes in motion. Snap is to Humphreys, rolling out here wide, trying to find somebody. Needs to get it out, and he is walloped. Once again, number 55, Rhett Eyrig, swarming the football from the backside of the play, makes a huge play for the Goodland defense, turns Hesston over on downs.
Yeah, not a great snap, and then came from the backside and really put a nice hit on Humphreys right as he was trying to make that throw there.
Momentum back here for the Cowboys, up 7. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Goodland did get the football to start this half, so the Swathers will get it coming starting out of the third quarter. got to think the Swathers are starving for a stop here.
Yeah, can't overstate how important this drive is. Could be the difference between a quick 3 and out. Swathers get a chance to tie the score and go into halftime.
Thorson back to pass, tries to get it out to running back Chayton Goodwin, and Carter Gonzalez once again doing his job, back out of the backfield, inside linebacker, meets him right away. Honestly, hadn't a possibility to pick that off for 6 points there, but ultimately that's going to be a loss of 8 here for Goodland. Good first down stop by the Swathers.
Yeah, now backed up on your own 4, this is the type of play where most teams would typically try to run the ball, give yourself a little breathing room, but I have a feeling the Cowboys are going to stay aggressive and keep looking to throw the ball downfield.
Kerr went on a go there on the first down. See what happens here on 2nd down and 18. Thorson back to pass, crossing route once again intended to Kaysen Setterstrom. In and out of his hands there, brings it up 3rd down and long for Goodland.
Yeah, for as much as the Cowboys have passed the ball and are used to passing the ball, they've had a couple of uncharacteristically bad drops. I mean, right in the hands.
I think we got 4 on the night. Coaching staff for the Cowboys thinking about their play call here on 3rd and long. And they have taken their first timeout of the half. 4 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Big 3rd down and long coming up for Goodland. Big play here coming up for Goodland.
Yeah, massive play. Don't want to punt the ball away with giving the Swathers plenty of time to even up the score here.
It's got to be a 100% chance this one's going to Cure. Hasn't touched the ball on this possession. He goes in the motion, wide side of the field. Back to pass. Little pressure there by Gunnar Golden, brought out of the pocket. Tried to go deep. Great play there by Jamison Cole. Getting a hand on the football. A little overthrown there by Thorson.
Yeah, great job of Swather D-line to force Thorson to roll away from Cure there. You know, there's not a lot of high school quarterbacks who are making that 80-yard throw across the field, and especially not with a guy like Gunnar Golden chasing down on you.
Yeah, Cure went in motion there. Kind of got a running start. I'm sure as a 5-star he doesn't have a slow 40-yard dash, so he's able to get a running start there on that 3rd down play. Just couldn't get the ball to him for the first down. Punting from their own end zone, it's Jackson Miller, kind of off the side of his foot a little bit. The ball goes out of bounds around the 31-yard line. So just a punt of 27 yards there for the Cowboys. Swathers have every opportunity here to punch one in before half.
Yeah, fantastic field position, plenty of time. You would like to see the Swathers really establish that ground game here, especially with Humphreys really struggling to find his footing with some interesting snaps. Looks like Machado is back in at center, so we'll see if that changes anything.
Adjustment here by the Swathers defense. Snaps back to Humphreys, tries to find somebody, finally found his check down. Carter Gonzalez stiff arms the defender, cuts in and out, is met there by Lincoln Cure, and finally pushed out of bounds after a solid gain there on first down by Carter Gonzalez.
Yeah, well, and at least me and Garrett can hear the Swather crowd really get excited when Gonzalez really met Cure kind of in the hole and stood him up, and they both kind of walk each other out of bounds. And nice play for the Swathers on really what looked to be trouble early.
Yeah, very knowledgeable fan base we have here in Hesston. They know exactly what's going on. They're watching their future Wildcat go at it. Humphreys takes the snap, rolls out right, tries to get an out route to Blake Hansen. Really great catch. Ball was thrown a little high. Great catch there by Hansen. That's going to be a 4 to 5 yard gain there on first down. 4 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Swathers start to get into second and manageable territory, continuing to find what's working. The Cowboys are really bringing everybody down. I mean, they don't have a guy past 5 yards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no deep safety here for Goodland. Gives to Carter Gonzalez. Breaks a few tackles, takes a couple guys with him. That is enough for the first down. It's going to bring down 1st and goal from the 6 yard line. Exactly the same down and distance they had just their last possession. They weren't able to punch it in. A couple runs inside the tackle for no gain, and then a big sack by Eyrig. See what the Swathers can do this time around. Humphreys takes the snap. It's going to be another give to Gonzalez. Tries to find a hole, takes a couple guys with him, and that is going to be another unsportsmanlike penalty on the Cowboys. Well, this one I know was well after the play. And that is going to give the Swathers a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little shove to the helmet. And, I was talking to some players earlier. And, you saw kind of Trent Williams have a punch to the helmet against the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. Why in the world are you ever hitting someone in the helmet? Just does not make sense to me, just from a pure health in your hands perspective.
Yeah, something that's built to take hits. It's definitely an interesting idea, but it happens every weekend. First down and goal inside of the 2 yard line. Gonzalez next to Humphreys. Humphreys takes the snap, play action, and they find Asher Dutchendorf. Great throw there by Jarek Humphreys, and that is going to be good for a Swathers touchdown.
Yeah, had a nice zip and located it well. Cure was going to try to jump the route if he had a chance, but got it enough there that the Swathers were able to cash in from the 1 yard line.
That's a tough defensive play to cover with Asher Dutchendorf kind of in that slot back, sniffer back position, running out route right at the goal line. Looks like Goodland was cover 0 there. Really good throw and catch there by the Swathers. Got some early movement on the Cowboys defense. Extremely early movement.
Yeah, it didn't even seem like they were there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Swathers think about going for it here.
Looks like they're going to take the penalty. They're going to try to Swathers going to try to make a statement here by going for 2. Ball is now at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, have to trust your offensive line here. Give yourself a push. Have to think Gonzalez is going to get a touch here and see if he can't bowl his way into the end zone.
Big play here with Goodland up 1 point. Machado at center, pistol back in the backfield for the Swathers. The snap is to Humphreys, and Carter Gonzalez pushes through, and he is up and he is in for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, massive play to go up 1 now in a game that really has been, if you don't get the ball on your own 8 yard line, you're going to score. So with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go, scores Hesston 15, Goodland 14. We'll be right back.
Three minutes to go here in this second quarter. Goodland with a 27-yard punt. Swathers take it in quickly for the score. Ethan Shrug, pooch punt out here wide. Kerr is going to get a chance here for the Cowboys. Tries to take it out wide, lowers his shoulder. And a good form tackle out there by the contain on the kickoff team, Daxton Deering.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting decision. Give Kerr a chance to return a kick, but wasn't really able to get a full head of steam there before the Swather kickoff coverage team was there to meet him.
I'm sure that was not the plan.
Never know.
Never know. Never know.
Try to wear him down, I guess.
Goodland with 2 timeouts here on this drive. Plenty of time as they have scored once on a bomb to Lincoln Cure. Thorson gets the snap. Back to pass. Little pressure there, and he is through the inside between the tackles. Scrambles. Heads out to the sideline for a solid gain. Just shy, looks like, of the first down yardage. It's going to bring up second down and short. Saw a lot of Cure early on in this game. Haven't seen a target here in the last 2 possessions. Got to think it's coming up.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, but credit to the Swather defenders. Kind of figured out the coverage, and really he's getting bracketed wherever he goes on the field, no matter the formation that they try to really hide him in.
Second down and short. Trips out here to the wide side. Lincoln Cure, number 2 receiver. Back to pass. Looks like we got a flag here on the inside. But Thorson once again scrambles. Takes a hit pretty close to the sideline. There's no penalty flag for that. Could have easily been a late-ish hit there by the Swathers defense, but it's close enough to where that's not called, but there is a flag back in the backfield for the Cowboys. Looks like it's going to be holding. Get him back behind the sticks. Swathers will accept the yardage. Second down and 12 here coming up for Goodland.
Yeah, and that's just killer if you're the Cowboys. The Swathers are only rushing 3, and to not be able to hold up with 5 in protection, it's not a recipe for success.
Yeah, early pressure there by Gunnar Golden, Ethan Coutre, and Jack Gish. 3 versus 5, you'll love seeing that if you're on the Swather sideline. Pistol look here from Goodland. Trips out to the wide side. Thorson takes the snap. Back to pass, looking deep, not for Cure, a little underthrown. And a great play there. That is Zach Smith making the play. There on the deep ball, got a hand on, and that pass is going to come up incomplete. Third down and 12. Swather still have 2 timeouts. This could be another huge stop by the Hesston defense.
Yeah, again, great pressure from Couture. Thorson was hit as he threw, may have influenced the ball being quite a bit short.
Did have man coverage there on the backside of Trips. Interested to see what the Swats would do if Cure's out there. But he's back on the Trips side. Third down and 12. 2:36 left to go here in the second quarter. Back to pass, looked like a running back wheel, and Thorson throws it. It is caught, but out of bounds there. I believe that was Chayton Goodwin that was targeted off of that running back wheel out of the backfield. It's going to bring up 4th down and 12.
Looks like they will bring the punt team on for the Cowboys. And again, the Swathers, 2 timeouts, roughly 2 minutes to go. Once this play is over, you have to feel pretty decent about getting another chance to score here before halftime, and you get the ball back to open up the second half.
Blaine Wilson and Eli Haug back deep for the Swathers. Better punt this time. Goes right to Blaine Wilson. Picks it up, tries to get outside to the edge, gets a good block from Carter Gonzalez. Blaine Wilson lowers his shoulder and gets a couple extra yards. Blaine Wilson got the better side of that, but also a good play on Goodland's punt team by number 88, Zane Brigham. Lowering his shoulder, meeting Blaine Wilson right there at the sideline. Swathers, once again, great field position, 40-yard line, 2:18 to go, 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I believe that really only ended up being a net gain of like 6 yards there. Great return from Wilson to kind of outrun those 2 Cowboy defenders that were down there. Now the Swathers will get the ball with great field, again, to see if they can score before half.
It's going to be a flea flicker. Oh, Humphreys tries to get it away. and they're going to call it incomplete. Sorry, there was a lot going on there. Handoff to Carter Gonzalez, pitch back to Blake Hansen, then pitch back to Jarek Humphreys. Kind of bobbled it on that second pitch. Had some pressure, tried to get it away.
Yeah.
Incomplete pass. Looks like we're coming back here for a holding.
Had Dutchendorf wide open. Wouldn't have mattered due to the holding, but just couldn't quite get the right grip on the ball to let it fly.
Be interesting to see what how the Swathers handle this. Getting the ball coming out of the second half. Still have 2 timeouts, but now they're behind the sticks, first down and 20.
Yeah, have to imagine you go to the ground here. If not anything, just to let the clock tick down a little bit. And if you have a nice play, then you can start to run hurry up. But I don't think you have to be too pressing here if you're the Swathers.
Trips out to the wide side. Carter Gonzalez next, Jarek Humphreys. They are back to pass, looking to a crosser, Atchin Dutchendorf. And Dutchendorf makes the play. Good pitch and catch there. Humphreys to Dutchendorf.
2 Cowboys collided. Can't see who that's on the field. But
and looks like we have a Cowboy down. Got to hope that he is all right. Might be a bit of a break here at Hobbs Stadium. We are back here after a short delay. Had a Cowboy down, scary situation. It's the unfortunate fact of football that there is risk associated with it. Really hope that the secondary defender there for the Goodland Cowboys will be all right. Was able to walk off on his own power, something that is good to see. Back to action, 2nd down and 6 here for the Swathers. Running clock under 2 minutes. Humphreys back to pass. Has a few options, tries to throw it to the middle of the field. Asher Dutchendorf with the catch, and they're going to call him just short at the 1 foot line. Really good pitch and catch there from Humphreys to Dutchendorf. And they are inside of the 1 yard line, minute 35 to go.
Yeah, and I think Dutchendorf not scoring there might have been a blessing in disguise here for the Swathers. Now get a chance to run some more time off the clock and not give Goodland a chance to counter back with their touchdown of their own.
Really huge couple of drives here from the Swathers to end the half. First down and goal from the 1 foot line. It's going to be a give to Gonzalez, and he is going to walk into the end zone for another Swather touchdown. His second touchdown of the night. Makes the score Hesston 21, Goodland 14. We got the band right in front of us. Don't know if they're picking that up on the mic, but they're rolling, as always, under Director Lyle Graverson.
Absolutely. It's deafening here. Not sure what you can hear on the broadcast, but Schrog on to kick the extra point and make this an 8-point game.
Schrog back to kick. Good snap by freshman Isaac Ruschke. That one is booted through the uprights, and you're about to not be able to hear me. We'll see you in a bit. Let's hear Lyle Graverson and the Swather Pep Band. Very biased opinion, but it's got to be one of the top 3, and it's not 2 or 3 pep bands in the state. Rockin' Hob Stadium tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Hesston's blessed. Have great extracurricular participation, regardless of whether it's athletics, academics, or, cheerleading, band, all top notch and all really appreciated too by the players for sure.
Absolutely. Couple good touchdown drives. Asher Dutchendorf leading the way there for the Swathers. Humphreys putting the ball on the money. Couple good chunk plays. Swathers up 8, 1 minute to go here in the second half. Schrog back to kick. Shorter pooch here, fielded by and up back for the Goodland Cowboys. Short gain, wrinkled up by the Swathers kickoff team. 2 timeouts still for Goodland. You still have Lincoln Cure on offense. This half is definitely not over.
Yeah, plenty of time here to really travel just 60 yards. That could happen in one play, and the Swather offense could be right back on the field.
One back next to Thorson here for the Cowboys. Thorson gets the snap, looking deep for Lincoln Cure. And that is a pretty darn good play there by the safety, Gavin Larson. Tipped the ball. Cure actually came up with it. Looks like he was just out of bounds there on the sideline. Not surprised they go right to Cure after not getting him the football the last 2 drives.
Yeah, I'm surprised the defensive backs for the Swathers continue to try to go meet Cure at the point of contact versus just go for the body and try to knock him out of bounds, especially on that jump ball right on the sideline there. But worked out well there for the Swathers.
Same formation here for the Cowboys. 2nd down and 10, 58 seconds here to go. Quick screen out there to Lincoln Cure. Falls forward just short of the line to gain. Wrangled up by Jacob Burkholder and company there for the Swathers. Goodland going no huddle here. Empty set for the Cowboys. Thorson back to pass. Looking for Cure early, does not find him. He has a lot of green grass in front of him, and he is going to slide in bounds and keep the clock rolling, but that will be a first down, so clock's going to stop while the chains are moving, and they are going quick. And they are just going to spike it here to stop the clock with 23 seconds left. Still 2 timeouts here for the Cowboys, so really whole field is available.
Yeah, kind of surprised he decided to slide there in bounds, but won't cost the Cowboys too much time. Have a 2nd and 10 here with 23 seconds to go from 45.
At the very least, he remembered to spike it instead of kneeing the football. I've seen that a time or two. I think that was KU football a couple years back, wanting to spike it instead, taking a knee and keeping the clock rolling.
That would be KU football, probably, especially if it happened against K-State.
Second down and 10, 45-yard line, 23 seconds. Trips out to the wide side. Cure goes in motion towards the sideline, gets a running start, and he is going deep on the wheel. Thorson throws it as far as he can. Jump ball, and he is lots of contact there. 3 Swather defenders, and Cure got the pass interference call. There is a penalty here in the backfield as well, so looks like this might be offsetting penalties, and we'll try this second down again.
Yeah, again, great job from the, well, looks like they're communicating, so maybe something on the Swather defense. Roughing the passer and pass interference.
Okay, so 2 personal fouls there on the Swathers. That'll give the Cowboys 15 yards. And it should be first down and 10 from the 30-yard line. 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, still 2 timeouts, so you can look to use the middle of the field if you decide to go that route.
If you're the Swather defense, you're thinking anything but the end zone here at the end of this second quarter. Thorson takes the snap as a guy with an out and up. See if Smith can find the football.
Incomplete. Yeah, receiver kind of headed up the field, and Thorson kind of aimed it more towards the back corner of the end zone, wanting to kind of keep going away from the defender, and Smith was there. It looks like the Cowboys will use one of their 2 timeouts. With 9 seconds to go, it'll be second and 10 for the Cowboys from the 30-yard line. We'll be right back.
Back here at Hobbs Stadium. Big play here. Big couple of plays coming up with 9 seconds left. You think the Cowboys will have 2 shots here, maybe 3 if you get a quick one out there on this first play. Ball still at the 30-yard line. Got a big stretch to go.
Yeah, trying to decide what I would do. I don't know if I want to hit Cure kind of over the middle for, 10, 15-yard gain and try to get it into where I can really take a shot into the end zone versus kind of just a jump ball, but we'll see what the Cowboys decide to do.
2-by-2 set. Thorson back to pass. Oh, and they're going to do a hook and lateral. Caught, lateral, pitch to Lincoln Cure, and he is going to walk into the end zone with 0 seconds on the clock. Pulling a page out of the Swathers book there for the Cowboys, and Cure is in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Massive play heading into halftime here for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we'll stay here for another massive play, this 2-point conversion try here for the Cowboys. Great play design there to kind of use some of the Swathers' own medicine against them, and Cure ball kind of bounced up in the air, didn't catch it quite cleanly off the lateral, but another nice play to catch it and then win the foot race to the end zone.
Really just showcases the athleticism of Cure there. He was here on the short side of the field, the right side, ran all the way to the left side to get that lateral on a quick slant and in for the touchdown. Cowboys in for the 2-point try. Thorson back to pass, looking to get an out route to the running back, little underthrown, and that is going to be incomplete and short. 2-point try is unsuccessful, and that'll bring us here to halftime. Really great first half of football here at Hobbs Stadium, round 1 of the 3A state playoffs. Halftime score, Hesston 22, Goodland 20. Great second half here coming up. Stay with us.
And we are back, getting ready to kick off second half action here from Hobbs Stadium. Your first half recap, Carter Gonzalez with 2 touchdowns on the ground. Asher Dutchendorf, 1 touchdown receiving, and a 2-point conversion is the difference in the game. Lincoln Cure, we mentioned him pregame, we mentioned him during the game. 3 touchdowns, again, or I guess opposite, 2 in the air and 1 on the ground. That halftime touchdown right before half really took the wind out of the sails for Hesston, but they get the ball here to start off the second half, and we'll see what they elect to try to do here.
2-point lead here for Hesston as we start the second half. Yeah, early on for the Cowboys was obviously a point of emphasis to get Cure the football downfield. Had a quick go route there on that first drive for a long 70-yard touchdown. Kind of slowed down a little bit in that second quarter, but definitely put a reminder to the Swathers defense that he is still here there at the end of the second quarter there with that hook and lateral touchdown. Great play call there. That was from the 30-yard line, 9 seconds remaining to go in the half. If that is incomplete or unsuccessful, then you're looking at a 30-yard heave right before halftime. Would have made a huge difference in the game with Hesston getting the ball here out of half. Maybe looking at at least an 8-point swing there for the Goodland Cowboys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even if Cure is managed to get tackled in bounds, the hook and lateral takes so long to set up that they may not even have time to get another play off.
Goodland kicks off here to start the second half. Deering lets it fall, picks it up right before it goes out of bounds, and nothing there for the Swathers. Really good kick. Not sure who kicked it. Well, the Goodland Cowboys with a good, well-placed kick. Don't know if the football would have went out of bounds there, but nonetheless, worst starting field position here for the Swathers on the 17-yard line. A lot of action through the air for Humphreys to his leading receiver, Dutchendorf. Carter Gonzalez with some solid runs as well. Blake Hansen goes in motion. Touch pass over there to Hansen. Tries to cut up, and he slips behind the line of scrimmage. Had nothing going to the outside there, running at defensive end Rhett Eyrig, who's been a problem tonight for the Swathers offense.
Yeah, Turf Monster caught him there. Not super slippery field conditions, but, quite a bit of precipitation these last couple days. Just a little slip and puts the Swathers behind the chains.
Humphreys back to pass, looking for an out route for Dutchendorf. He is wide open there. Tries to cut up. Cure making a good play there in the Cowboy secondary. But that out route there for Dutchendorf is enough for a first down out to the 32-yard line. Pretty good play call there by the Swather offensive coordinator / head coach Tyson Bowerly. Kind of a 3-level out route there to the short side of the field.
Yeah, and Cure's kind of the one matched up with that H-back and really just gave Dutchendorf too much space, and Humphreys was able to find him.
Looks like we got some early movement here on the Swathers offensive line. That'll put him behind the sticks. I think the Swathers went to that play in the second quarter, that 3-level out route. It's a tough play to defend because you got the outside backer taking flats. You got the corner getting that deep third. Looks like they've been in cover 3 for the majority of this game. And then you got that Asher Dutchendorf mid-level out route. Hasn't been covered well by the Cowboys. First down and 15. Humphreys back to pass. Pressure inside by Gage Eyrig, and that is a little bit late as well. Love the effort there by Eyrig. Puts an emphasis on that sack. Second down, very long for the Swathers.
Yeah, again, the Turf Monster comes back to bite the Swathers, and now they're facing another second and forever here. The Swather offensive line really not holding up against 3 or 4 rushers all night. It's been a lot of pressure in the backfield for Humphreys, and he looked scrambled there and just couldn't quite get his footing.
If you weren't here in the second quarter, Swathers made a change in the offensive line, moving Gunnar Golden out to right tackle to try to handle Eyrig. Hasn't been successful so far. Humphreys back to pass, second down and long, gets it to Dutchendorf down the middle of the field, and he is rolling, and he has enough for the Swathers first down. Second down and 24. getting Asher Dutchendorf right in the middle of the field for a gain and first down for Hesston.
Again, kind of that same concept, had Drew Bartell kind of on the underneath route. And
I thought he was throwing it to him,
yeah,
to be honest.
he might have been. You never know. But Bartell let it fly through, fortunately for the Swathers, and they're able to convert that 2nd and 24.
First down and 10, their own 45-yard line. Looks like a running back power here to Gonzalez. Wasn't touched until he was 7 or 8 yards down on the carry. Pretty good push there, left side of the offensive line for the Swathers. Ethan Coutre and Grant Hofstetter leading the charge for Hesston. Got to give the offensive line love.
Absolutely. They're continuing to give Gonzalez, 5 or 6 yards of a hole, and then, it's up to him to make a man miss.
Two-back set here for the Swathers. Another give to Gonzalez. Makes a couple man miss. Last couple plays there by Hesston. Really solid gains for Gonzalez.
Yeah, fantastic kind of cut down pancake block there from Coutre from the right guard position. Really opened up that hole. And again, Gonzalez, 6-7 yards down the field until first contact.
First down and 10, 43-yard line here for Hesston. Play action fake to Timmy Rhodes. Humphrey's going deep, got a man, Blake Hansen, and it is in and out of his hands there for Hansen. He was just so open, he didn't know what to do. Usually a sure-handed wide receiver. Blake's first mistake tonight. I'm sure he wants that one back.
Yeah, absolutely. Had Goodland defenders behind him, so wasn't too worried about making the yards after the catch, but maybe he thought they were coming and bearing down on his backside.
Second down to 10. Dutchendorf goes in motion. Humphreys out the pass, fakes it, and has a man downfield. Can he get it to Deering? He makes the catch. Daxon Deering. One thing about Daxon Deering is it's really hard to overthrow him. Speedster in the spring makes the play for the Swathers there on second down and 10. Fake screen out there to Dutchendorf, who went in motion. Double pump. Finds Daxon on the go.
Yeah, Daxon has quite the speed, and Humphreys did his best to overthrow him there, but Deering with a great catch to set the Swathers up on goal to go here.
The give is to Gonzalez. Gets wrapped up early. Gonzalez still chopping those feet. Thought they had him wrapped up there for maybe a loss of 1 or 2, but Gonzalez with a gain of 3 there on first and goal.
Yeah, so did the Goodland crowd. They started to roar, and then Gonzalez managed to really make not a 5-yard gain, but a 2-yard gain from a 3-yard loss.
Long opening drive here for the Swathers going on. Oh, do they have 12-minute quarters? Whoops. Not that long of a drive, but it's a pitch out to Carter Gonzalez. He has some space, and he is in for the Swather touchdown. Speed option there to the short side of the field. Humphreys to Gonzalez. Pretty good downfield blocking by the wideouts outside. Exactly. And he's in for a touchdown.
So the real question here, Garrett, is do you go up 8 or you go up 9 instead of attempting to go up 10?
That's tough with the sure-footed kicker like Ethan Trog. I think I'm just putting this up for one. Looks like that's what Tyson Bowerly is going to choose to do here. Good snap by Isaac Ruschke. Good kick once again by Ethan Trog. And the Swathers go up 9. Big statement drive here coming out of halftime by Hesston. Makes the score Hesston 29, Goodland 20. We'll see Goodland respond here in a bit. Back here at Hobbs Stadium, Swather's about to kick off. Some other scores across 3A, and most importantly, the game that the winner of this one here in Hesston will play out in Scott City. Scott City's up 14-0 on Clearwater. And that game was in halftime. Actually, it might be 14-7. Schrog with the squib kick, gets back deep. Looks like that is the running back. Makes a few man miss and gets all the way to Ethan Schrog. Pretty good gain there by, I believe that was Chayton Goodwin. Pros and cons of the squib. You take it away from Cure, but the ball gets back there pretty quick, no hang time. Able to get upfield quickly. Brings it down to the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what defensive adjustments Hesston comes out with. Cure was an issue early in the game, but kind of slowed him down, so we'll see if they continue to try that.
Trips out to the wide side of the field, looking deep, a little bit overthrown. Almost intercepted by Jameson Cole there. Pass was intended for the speedster, Chayton Goodwin. Yeah, looks like the Swather defense has Jacob Burkholder, senior Jacob Burkholder, kind of following Cure, whichever side he goes to. Might be the halftime adjustment here from defensive coordinator Doug Broadfoot. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 50. 2-by-2 set here for Goodland. It's going to be a straight give and nothing there. Chayton Goodwin, the ball carrier, really good play there by the Swathers defensive line. Gunnar Golden, Ethan Coutre, and Carter Gonzalez getting in on the action. Just nowhere to go for Goodwin.
Yeah, I mean, almost a little bit of a draw, but you see why the Cowboys continue to throw the ball down the field. I mean, even just with 5 guys in the box, there's just nothing going there, and a loss of 3 is a big down for the Swathers here to see if you can get off the field and give your offense back the ball with all the momentum.
You can almost see Carter Gonzalez's lights eye up from here when he sees a give to the running back in a game like this. 3rd down and long for the Cowboys. Gets outside of the pocket, and oh my goodness, there he is. Lincoln Cure with a man hanging on his back makes the catch just short of the line to gain. Bring up 4th down and 2, it looks like, for the Cowboys. Really good play outside of the pocket, good throw, good catch.
Yeah, kind of threw it back towards the middle of the field, and Cure's kind of able to turn his body, but he comes up very gingerly. He heads to the sideline, and that's a big thing for the Cowboys to be missing on this drive here.
Goodland looks to be a little closer, 4th down and 1. Big play here in the 3rd quarter.
Have to imagine we're getting at least an intent to draw them off sides with Cure on the sideline and get a timeout at least to give them a chance to get back in the game.
4 down lineman here for Hesston. It's going to be a quarterback draw, and it is stuck by Carter Gonzalez. Is he going to get enough of a push to get the 1st down? Let's see where the officials spot this football. Swather seemed to think that he is well short of the line to gain.
I think they're going to bring out the chain.
And no chain gang here. It's going to be short. Quarterback draw there by Thorson, and he is stuck by Carter Gonzalez, short of the line to gain. Swathers take over on downs.
Goodland is short of the line to gain. Hesston takes over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cure back in on defense. But now the Swathers in fantastic field position after your defense gets a stop here. Have to be looking to take a shot here if you're Coach Bowerly.
Great response here by the Hesston Swathers after that last-second touchdown in the 2nd quarter. Humphreys takes the snap. He is back to pass, looking deep for Blake Hansen. Has a step, and he makes the catch. He doesn't make the catch. Had it in his hands. Officials ruled that he did not have clear control of the football. Ball's punched out. They're discussing it. I believe it's going to be an incomplete pass, and 2nd down and 10 for the Swathers. Hansen had a step. Really great play there by the Goodland defender. Didn't get a number out there. Punching the ball out. We got a Goodland Cowboy down here in the middle of the field. Looks like good old-fashioned cramp. We'll be back in a bit. Second down and 10 here for the Swather offense. Two-back set. First time seeing Blaine Wilson here in the backfield for the Swathers. Wilson in motion to the short side of the field. Humphreys takes the snap. Looking deep, a little bit of pressure, tucks it and runs. Gets a good block out there by Wilson, cuts up, and he's close to the first down marker. Great job by Humphreys taking what the defense gave him here on that one.
Yeah, sets up a 3rd and 1. Would have to guess at midfield here it's 4-down territory for the Swathers. So do you kind of call like a 2nd and short play, or do you just decide to continue to move the chains and keep the Cowboy offense off the field at all costs?
Yeah, knowing Coach Barrowly and watching him for a couple years, this is definitely 4-down territory for Hesston. Humphreys takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Gonzalez. Decent push. Spins off a couple defenders. And he has plenty of yardage for the first down. 5-yard gain there for Gonzalez. Had some initial penetration. We're running straight towards Eyrig. He's not moving much. Had a good cutback, and Gonzalez able to get the line to gain. First down and 10, 47-yard line here for Humphreys and the Swathers. Snaps out to the left. Humphreys is able to pick it up, and he is immediately tackled. That is number 28, Barrett Schlosser, senior defensive lineman for the Cowboys. Errant snap brings up 2nd down, about 18 here for Hesston.
Yeah, man, the snaps have been a problem all game. The Swather offense is moving really well, but these negative plays really just are putting them behind the chains, and they've been able to convert quite a few of them, but you just not the place you want to put yourself in, especially in playoff football.
2nd down and 17. Dutchendorf goes in motion. Humphreys gets the snap. Carter Gonzalez on the wheel route, and Humphreys able to find him. Jukes a couple defenders, falls forward as always, and that is enough for a Swather first down.
Yeah, again, no middle linebacker or any defensive back to pick up Gonzalez out of the backfield. That's not a job I would wish on anybody, really, but it's got to be done, and that's kind of the second big play that the Swathers have had, just off a little route from the backfield from Gonzalez.
First down 10. Swathers up 9, 2-possession football game. Humphreys takes the snap, straight drop back, looks to get the crosser, Blake Hansen, and then is in and out of his hands. It's a tough catch to make in traffic. Stops the clock here. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, we mentioned time control pre-game. The Swathers are doing a great job of taking control of the ball, and are hoping probably to run down this quarter while they still have possession. Looks like we'll have an injury timeout here for one of the Cowboys.
I think we're heading on back. Yeah, I've seen a lot of cramps here by the Goodland Cowboys. Not necessarily surprising after their 3.5, 4-hour road trip up here, crossing time zones. Definitely at a disadvantage there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
2nd down and 10, 35-yard line. Dutcherdorf goes to motion on the trip side, and we have another early movement here on the right side of the Swathers line. It's going to bring him back 5.
again, Hesston just keeps kicking themselves down. You know, probably 3 or 4 false starts, I believe. Not to mention the bad snaps, holding penalty or 2, just stuff that can't happen if you want to make a deep playoff run.
Trips out wide. Gonzalez next to Humphreys. Once again, Dutchendorf goes in motion. 2nd down and 15 play. Humphreys back to pass, launches it, little underthrown, almost intercepted, in and out of the hands of the Goodland corner. You got a number out there, Jackson?
I'm
not sure.
Can't give you my best guess.
Bright yellow numbers. I'm trying to give him credit for that good play. In and out of his hands, trying to target Daxon Deering there on the go. I think the ball was tipped out of Humphreys' hands there in the backfield.
Yeah, and that's a far throw from the far side of the field there, and Humphreys just couldn't get enough on it, whether it was tipped or not. I would have liked to see them try to get it more to 3rd and manageable and then take a shot there, but
3rd and 15. Humphreys targets Dutchendorf. Good pitch, good catch. Makes a man miss. Dutchendorf lowers his shoulder, falls forward. And got a great chunk there. Will bring up 4th down and short. Humphreys finds his favorite target, leading receiver for Hesston. It's going to be a gain of 13 yards. 4th down and short coming up for Hesston.
Yeah, and I just want to mention that block by Drew Bartell, you know, on Lincoln here. Held him up for just a second and really allowed Dutchendorf to get really close to the line to gain. 4th and 1 here. Have to believe the ball is going to Carter Gonzalez.
One receiver out wide here. 2 tight end set. The give is to Gonzalez. Early contact, but Gonzalez is able to fight through. 3 or 4 Goodland defenders there. And a great gain once again by Carter Gonzalez in this Hesston offensive line. And that is going to be plenty of yardage for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10 from the 12.
Yeah, Garrett, I keep getting flashbacks to last Friday where, you know, Gonzalez was getting tackled by the ankle left and right, and I can't believe that pretty much anybody could do that, but he's able to.
Low snap again. Humphreys turns the corner, goes through some contact. Does he have enough for the touchdown? They are going to say he is just short of the goal line.
Not sure if that was the intended play or not, but kind of the similar play to Cure that had in the really same field position too. Snap out to the right, and Humphreys just decides to take it, and there's plenty of room out there for him to have a nice 11-yard gain.
He's definitely Humphreys versus the world over there. Not a ton of lead blockers, but that'll bring up 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. See if the Swathers can punch it in. Humphreys takes the snap. Gonzalez sprints to the goal line, the front pylon, and he is in for another Swather touchdown. Gonzalez, I believe that's his 4th touchdown on the night.
I think you're right.
4 touchdowns for Gonzalez, senior running back, leading rusher for the Swathers. Makes the score Hesston 35, Goodland 20. Ethan Schrog in for the point attempt to go up 16. Ruschke with the snap, good hold by Dutchendorf, and Ethan Schrog boots it on through. Hesston's up 36-20 here, 1:14 left in the 3rd quarter. Don't go anywhere.
When we're back, Garrett, that's about as good as you can draw up a start to the second half if you're the Swathers and Coach Bowerly. What does Goodland need to do here to really get things going here in the second half?
Well, my expert football opinion here, as I know we've mentioned his name only a couple times tonight, but I would try to get Lincoln Cure the football. Seen him in the backfield maybe 3 or 4 times tonight at quarterback. Was expecting him to set up at the running back position a time or two, but haven't seen that. He is going to, thought he was going to get an opportunity here, but the ball is going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, they've been trying to get a lot of chunk plays, just straight goes to Lincoln Cure. We'll see if they might put him in the backfield just to make sure he gets the ball in his hands.
Yeah, or even try to utilize the middle of the field. Really, he's kind of more of a sideline threat, and they've been pretty consistently bracketing him with safety on top. And, you know, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to make a 2-on-1 catch every single time. And most of the time he's been coming down with it, but it's really been the yards after the catch that Hesston's been limiting.
Yeah, and outside of Cure, Thorson has targeted some other receivers a couple times for big gains. Also seen 4 or 5 drops here.
Yeah, and really the difference is that at least in this third quarter, the Swathers have been able to overcome some of their drops.
Thorson back to pass, going right up the middle of the field with the running back. He makes the catch, breaks a few tackles. Really good gain there by Zach Thorson, going straight from the backfield, running fast on a seam, and a beautiful throw there by Thorson. Big gain here by the Cowboys. Still a 2-possession game. They were up 9. Swathers with the touchdown, the point after attempt. 2-possession game here for the Cowboys. This game is definitely not over.
Yeah, absolutely. The Cowboys just demonstrated how fast of a scoring offense they can truly be.
Thorson back to pass once again. A little pressure in the backfield by the Swathers. He's able to elude some defenders and run out of bounds for a 5-yard gain. Good early penetration by Jack Gish and company there on the defensive line. Thorson's an athlete back there as well. We've seen that a couple times here tonight.
Yeah, and they've been. I think if you're the Swather defense, you're content to give that up. You know, Thorson wanted to go to Cure kind of on the near side here, but was not there, and then was flushed out pretty quickly. And you know, for a 4-yard gain, you'll take it if you're the Swather defense right now.
2nd down and 6, 41-yard line, 33 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Trips out to the wide side of the field. Thorson takes the snap, rolls out left, gets the swing route to his running back, Thorson, and he runs out of bounds. Having some success with the back out of the backfield. There is a penalty.
Roughing the passer
again on the Swathers. They were going to get that gain regardless, but still another mistake by the Swather defense. A lot of discussion happening with Hesston right now. Looks like it's going to be tacked on to the end of the run. Not sure where they got that penalty yardage, but somehow we're at the 13-yard line. Goodland moving the football.
Yeah, I mean, in the course of under a minute, they've gone 60 yards here in just a couple of plays, and are looking to strike here before the end of the third quarter.
Cure in motion, trips out to the wide side of the field. Thorson back to pass, gets out of the pocket. Gunnar Golden running after him, not going to get him, and Thorson's able to get out of bounds. Good play over there by Jacob Burkholder in pursuit by Ethan Coutre.
Yeah, Thorson kind of took a shot there, and I don't think he actually made it out of bounds, and that will end the third quarter with the score Hesston 36, Goodland 20, but Goodland threatening right on the doorstep.
We're back here at Hobbs Stadium. Goodland threatening to score here. 2nd down and 3 from the 7-yard line. On the far side of the field from us. Back out of the backfield once again. A little underthrown there by Thorson, trying to target Chayton Goodwin once again on the swing. Our commentary abilities definitely drop when they're on the south side of the field here. We're about 90 yards away from the play.
Yeah, eventually we'll get us up in the press box when we get the money for renovations. Cough, cough. But
looks pretty tight up there. I don't know if there's any room for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would not want to be up there with the current setup. That's for sure.
3rd down and short, 7-yard line. Kier goes in motion. One back set next to Thorson. Out of the pocket is Thorson. Lowers his shoulder. And he is just short. I believe he has enough for the 1st down. Got to be inside the 3-yard line. There is a flag on the play. It's going to be a holding on the Cowboys. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Mistake there by the Cowboys offensive line.
Yeah, massive penalty there. Thorson really has been kind of forced to scramble here in the second half and picked up the 1st down and took a shot to do it. But now he's going to have to do it all over again here with 3rd and 13 from the 17-yard line. Obviously 4-down territory here, Garrett. What are you drawing up?
I mean, I think you got to try to get half here. You definitely don't want to be in a fourth down and 13 situation. Get it down to 4th down and manageable, and have a shot to get the 1st down. You don't necessarily need 2 heaves to the end zone. Maybe they'll try to get a swing route or something out to the flats. Trips out to the wide side here for the Cowboys. 3-by-1 set. Rolls out to his left is Thorson. Gets that shallow out route, has a man, and that is caught and driven out of bounds. Looks like they are short of the line to gain. 4th down and short. Got more than half there for the Cowboys. 4th down and manageable coming up.
Yeah, kind of a great play design there to really go to the trip side of the field and have them all cut across and have the backside receiver come across and make a nice grab.
I'm not one to say this is this is the game type of play, but it kind of feels like it. 4th down and 5, 10.5 to go in this 4th quarter. Thorson takes the snap. He rolls out right. He has a man, and that man is Lincoln Cure, and he is in for another Cowboy touchdown.
Yeah, not sure if that was the speed or they were just playing inside leverage the entire time, but not often that you have a 6'6", 220-pound guy be able to beat the entire Swather defense to the sideline there. But, that's why Cure's a top 20 player in the nation.
As advertised, for sure. 4th touchdown tonight. 2 receiving, 2 rushing, the hook and lateral, technically a rushing touchdown.
True.
I don't know how the statisticians are ruling that one. But 4th on the night for Cure. They are going for 2, down 10 points. Thorson takes the snap. Exact same route concept. Ooh. And almost intercepted by Asher Dutchendorf. But ultimately threads the needle there to Cure for the 2-point attempt. We got ourselves a ball game here. 8-point game, Hesston up 36-28, 10:21 left to go in the 4th quarter. Tight one here at Hobbs Stadium. This Hesston team 7-0 heading into Andale last week. Took a loss there, was kind of a large margin there. Haven't had a close game since week 2 at Hoisington. Hoping they have a little energy here for the end of this fourth quarter. Goodland, the opposite. They've been in close games all season long. Kick this time is straight to Deering. Deering makes a man miss, gets out to the sideline, runs out to the sideline. Good blocking there by the kick return for the Hesston Swathers. Gabe Mowry leading the charge. And Daxon Deering with a solid gain gets it out to about the 46-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Swathers.
Yeah, we mentioned kind of the kickoff coverage for the Cowboys being a little suspect, and you saw it there. I kind of surprised they didn't at least attempt an onside kick, as most of the kick returns for Hesston have been ending up around the 40, 45-yard line anyway.
Another drive with good field position here for Hesston. Humphreys takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Gonzalez. Waiting for the blocks to develop. And he is wrapped up after a solid gain of 3 or 4 there on 1st down. Good patient run there by Gonzalez.
Like another Cowboys slow to get up. And we will be right back.
We are back in action here. Cowboy defender able to gingerly walk off under his own power. That is always great to see. 2nd and 5, 49-yard line. Clock is ticking.
Yeah, Swathers in no hurry, content to take as much time off the clock, but still want to be aggressive.
Waiting for the back judge to give us a 5-second countdown here. Hanson in motion. Humphreys takes the snap. It's going to be give to Gonzalez. Tries to cut up. Pretty good backside. Contained by the Cowboys. And the official stopped the clock. I don't know if Goodland's taking the timeout.
No, now it's going back. I think
Still short of the line to gain. I'm not sure why the official gave the stop the clock sign. The clock is still rolling here at Hop Stadium. 3rd down and short. Carter Gonzalez, kind of the story of the Swathers offense so far today. See if he can finish up this game strong. 3rd down and 1. It's going to be a quarterback power to Humphreys, and he is tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And once again, it is that dude, Rhett Eyrig, making the play for the Cowboys.
Yeah, really just blitzed and bullied the interior offensive line there and met Humphreys right back and didn't have enough time to get off of it. Interesting play call here. Have to imagine they're going for it, but wouldn't be surprised if there's an attempt to draw the Cowboys off sides here and then a timeout. But
yeah, still 3 timeouts here for the Swathers. You can either play the field position game, try to pin them deep, or see if you can convert. We'll see what the Swather offense does here. Yeah, I don't think there's a play called here by the Swathers. Tyson Bowerly takes a timeout. Interesting that the Swathers didn't utilize a little bit more of the play clock there. But nonetheless, we got a timeout here. 7:52 left in the fourth quarter. 1 possession ball game here at Hop Stadium. Fourth down and 3. Looks like the Swathers are back to punt. Dutchendorf is the punter for Hesston. Lincoln Cure back deep to receive for Goodland.
Gary, I would not be surprised if we see a fake punt here. I know that's a gutsy call, but with Cure, maybe your best tackler.
And the punt's away. Not as good of rollout as last time for Dutchendorf. Ball is down by Daxon Deering at the 15-yard line. That would have been a doozy. It would have been fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, 32-yard punt. Cowboys will take over with 7:44 to go here to go in the fourth quarter.
Winner gets Scott City on the road. A little bit closer drive for Goodland than it would be for Hesston.
Yeah, no doubt they want some revenge after kind of a beatdown in week 7 at Scott City too.
7:44, 85 yards here to go for the Cowboys. Thorson back to pass, able to get back in the pocket, tries to find his man, and he does. Lincoln Cure once again makes the catch in double coverage. We've said it once, we'll probably still say it again, but not a lot you can do there trying to defend Lincoln Cure. Second down and 2, only an 8-yard gain. Goodland with plenty of time for this drive. 3 timeouts remaining. Need the touchdown and the 2. Trips to the wide side. One back next to Thorson. He's back to pass. Looks to get the swing route out of the backfield, and Carter Gonzalez is right there once again to make a play. Fantastic play there by the inside linebacker, Carter Gonzalez, to the swing route to Jackson Miller.
Sets up a massive third down here for the Cowboys. Can't imagine you'd be in 4-down territory with 3 timeouts and 6 minutes to go, but sometimes you got to lay it all on the line. But if you're the Swathers and you can get a negative play, maybe even a quarterback sack, you'd have to believe that the Cowboys are going to punt the ball away.
Yeah, big play here early on in this drive. Cowboys taking some serious time off the clock here with this play call, as important as it is. 3-by-1 set again here for Goodland. Right, one back next to Thorson. They are back to pass, roll out outright, up and go from Cure. Nobody there, and he is taken down from the backside. That is Ethan Coutre making a huge play for the Swather defense. Sacking the Goodland quarterback, making it 4th down and long.
Yeah, great backside pursuit for Coutre not to give up the scramble there. Golden flushed him out, and Coutre was there to get him from behind. Thorson was lucky that the ball didn't pop out there. I don't think he knew Coutre was anywhere close to him.
Really athletic play there by Coutre. He was on the backside, outside technique of the tackle. Really good swarming of the ball there. Trouble on the snap, almost blocked by Gunnar Golden. Gets the punt off. Blaine Wilson confidently takes the punt. Looks like it's on the Swather side of the 50. 5:18 left. 3 timeouts here from Goodland. The game definitely not over. Swathers are going to need a couple first downs here to close this one out.
Yeah, plenty of time left for Goodland. I mean, even a first down or 2 still allows you to get the ball back with plenty of time.
Have to imagine Swathers are going to feed the beast Carter Gonzalez, see if the offensive line can finish out this game. Couple good rushes by Gonzalez in this offensive line. Nothing, no big gains, just 6 or 7 yards here and there. It's going to be, we got a fumble. Humphreys is able to recover. They tried to give it to Carter Gonzalez and then give it again to Asher Dutchendorf. Messed up the handoff. Swathers are fortunate Humphreys is right there to pick it up.
Yeah, Golden and Machado were kind of back in the backfield and kind of complicated things, but Humphreys heads up play to pick up the ball and try to make something, but really just keep the clock rolling and keep the ball.
Once again, Rhett Eyrig causing problems for the Swathers offensive line. 2 tight end set. It's going to be a fake give to Gonzalez. Quick screen out to Daxon Deering, breaks a tackle, lunges. Solid gain there on 2nd down. Swathers throwing the football. I don't think the Cowboys are ready for that. Got to bring up 3rd down and a manageable 9-yard gain for the Swathers.
Yeah, I love that play call to get it out to one of your playmakers, and Deering almost was able to break that one. I think if he was able to find that footing after breaking that last tackle, that might have been taken to the house.
Was able to stay in bounds. Clock continues to run. 4:08 here left in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 4 here for the Swathers. Single back set. Humphreys takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Gonzalez. Lead blocker Grant Hofstetter picks up one defender, and Lincoln Cure drives him out of bounds. With some authority. And let's see where they spot this football. Clock will stop.
4th and a half foot here. They may bring out the chains, discussing something. Looked to me like he was driven back there. I'm not sure if that's a rule in high school or not, but I know if you're driven back into the sideline, the clock keeps running. But looks like they'll bring the chains out to measure here regardless.
Yeah, officials timeout on the field. Goodland still with 3 timeouts in their back pocket. Big measurement here. Completely understandable at the high school level using 2 sticks and a chain, but my goodness, at the collegiate and NFL level, it's still crazy to me that this is the technology we're going with to decide games. Looks like the Swathers are going to be a little bit short. White hat Kyle Sides shows the Hesston crowd that the Swathers are just short of the line to gain. 4th down and short, decision time here for Tyson Bowerly.
I don't think there's any hesitation here. I think you got to go for this playoff line on line. Don't even give a chance for your defense to go back out here. Trust Gonzalez and your offensive line to go get 1st down here.
Looks like they did call him out of bounds. Clock is not running. The give is to Gonzalez. He just tripped up behind the line to gain, and he is well short of the 1st down. Penetration right away once again by this Goodland defensive line, and Gonzalez is tripped up, and a loss of 2 will bring up 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line for the Goodland Cowboys.
Yeah, maybe the one time that penetration on the runs have resulted in a behind the scrimmage tackle for loss for the Goodland Cowboys. Couldn't quite see who that was in the backfield, but managed to trip Carter up enough that he wasn't able to really make anything after that initial contact.
I do like the play call there by head coach Tyson Bowerly. You trust your offensive line and running back. That's led you the entire way up to this point. Ultimately gives Goodland a chance here. 3 timeouts, 4 minutes to go. Thorson back to pass, looking deep for Cure. Oh. And it was a jump ball between Lincoln Cure and Gavin Larson, little bit overthrown. Gavin Larson had it in his hands, couldn't control the football, heading to the ground. Once again, the Goodland Cowboys offense giving their guy a chance.
Yeah, kind of the second near interception that Thorson's gotten away with so far. Wilson will come in for Larson, who looked like he maybe had the wind knocked out of him, but have to think the Goodland Cowboys are going to let their season ride or die on Lincoln Cure.
2nd down and 10. Plenty of time here. Time is still not a factor with 3 timeouts. Trips out to the wide side. Thorson back to pass, tries to escape the pocket, finds his check down, running back out of the backfield. Good play by Asher Dutchendorf. Going to be close to the line to gain. Clock will stop. That's a new running back there for the Cowboys. That is, I believe, number 12, Ethan Horneck, the sophomore.
Yeah, Swathers brought that middle linebacker blitz and probably took their halfback cover guy out of the play there, and Horneck had plenty of room to get really close to 6 here for a massive 3rd and 2.
Big down here for the Cowboys. Thorson takes the snap, looks to Cure early, gets out of the pocket, throws it deep, and he is able to find Lincoln Cure, and he is gone. 10-5. Touchdown, Goodland Cowboys. Lincoln Cure in for, I don't know, I lost count.
I believe his fifth
touchdown
probably
of the night. 52-yard gain, 52-yard touchdown pass from Thorson to Cure. And a big 2-point conversion coming up here for the Cowboys.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't imagine that they're going to go to anyone else. Regardless of how this game ends, Cure's really put it all in line, both on offense and defense, and has really put the Cowboys' offense on his back here, especially in the second half.
Cure has had a night, but want to make sure it's noted. Zach Thorson playing a phenomenal game, senior here for the Goodland Cowboys. Really, really great throws outside of the pocket, on target most of the time. Big 2-point conversion here for the Cowboys. It's going to be a sprint out right. Trying to find a man, backpedaling, and I believe it is underthrown and incomplete. Huge stop for the Swather defense, and Hesston stays up too.
Yeah, the Cowboys ran a very similar, if not the exact same play that they ran on their last 2-point conversion. This time the speed out from Cure after the motion to the right side was better covered, and Thorson had to make a throw on the run and just wasn't able to give his receiver a great chance to catch the ball. And now really it will come down to the Swathers being able to field this kick and 1 first down, and this game is over, if my math serves me correctly.
Depending on when the first down comes, might take a couple first downs. Goodland still with 3 timeouts. But yeah, definitely think an onside kick coming here for Goodland. On that 2-point conversion, Gunnar Golden once again with the pursuit. Hasn't been able to corral the quarterback tonight, but he's been right behind him for the majority of this game. Hands team setting out here for the Swathers. With the new NFHS rules, you got to go 5-by-5. You can't stack up one side. Let's see if the Cowboys are going to pooch
that's
it out.
exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Turn it out to the left. The Swathers have the football. I believe they do.
Goodland's crowd is really cheering like they have it, but
maybe they're just appreciating the field position.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's great coverage and probably the worst field position off kickoff at least tonight for the Swathers.
Really good placed kick there by Ethan Horneck. First down and 10, 3:18 left to go in this football game. 3 timeouts from Goodland, down 2 points. See if the Swathers can get a couple first downs and close the door on this first-round playoff matchup. Carter Gonzalez next to Humphreys. The give is to Gonzalez. Patient behind a blocker. And is stopped eventually. Big hit there on the end of the play. Really patient running there by Carter Gonzalez. Solid gain on first down. 3 to 4 yard gain there for Hesston to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Goodland will choose to let the clock run. Have to guess that they're hoping they don't get the first down here, can set up a third down and 5 or 6 here with a negative play, and then you probably start to use the timeouts.
Gonzalez once again next to Humphreys in the backfield. Humphreys takes the snap. It's another give to Gonzalez. Not a ton of push there from the front 5 of the Swathers. It's going to be a good play by number 75, Braden Fisher. Big sophomore out there. 3rd down and 2 for the Swathers. Goodland Cowboys are content with keeping their 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
Yeah, we'll force the Swathers to get another first down if they are able to convert here, or have 3 timeouts to go however far if you're able to force a punt.
Inside of 2 minutes. 3rd down and 2. Humphreys takes the snap once again to give to Gonzalez. He cuts back. He has some room. Breaks the tackle. Carter Gonzalez, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he is in for a Swather touchdown. 71-yard carry by Carter Gonzalez. And he shuts the door for the time being. No one jinx anything. But really great run by the senior leader, Carter Gonzalez.
Yeah, well, massive point after attempt here to make it a really a 2-score game instead of just being up 8 here for the Swathers. Yeah, Gonzalez really raced down the whole entire field. Looks like we have a down Cowboy back. Thought Cure was going to be able to catch him, but was kind of running behind his own guy and wasn't really able to get around him in time, and Gonzalez falls into the end zone.
Great job on the left side of that Hesston offensive line. Didn't get a ton of push once again, but left tackle, I'm not sure if it was Gunnar Golden or Brody Martin, but flushing the defensive end inside, created a hole for Carter Gonzalez, and he saw the daylight and took it. Really big kick here for Ethan Schrog. Up 8 at the moment, a minute 41 left. Goodland still has 3 timeouts, and I'm pretty confident when I say that this football game is not over until there are zeros on the scoreboard without Goodland is able to matriculate the ball, get the big chunk plays.
Yeah, with how explosive both offenses are, that is definitely a true statement.
Ethan Schrog back to kick. Decent snap by Ruschke. Schrog's kick is up, and it is good. Makes this game a 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, massive kick there, and I do want to give a special shout-out to Dischendorf. It looked like the snap almost skipped to him, and to be able to field that cleanly and set it up for the hold, big time for the Swathers to be able to go up 9 here with a minute 41 to go. And we'll be right back. Trust me, you don't want to miss the rest of this game. Quick score update before this kickoff here. It looks like Holcomb beat Marysville 12-7 in the 7-10 matchup. So Holcomb will go on to face, I assume, Rock Creek on that other quarter.
First round.
Second round, yeah, game.
Or second round matchup. Big boot here by Ethan Schrog. It is fielded by number 9, Jesus Sacedo. Tries to go to the other sideline, wrapped up by Connor Graber and Zach Smith. Down around the 20-yard line, be 80 yards to go here for the Goodland Cowboys. On this side of the bracket, Scott City took care of Clearwater at home tonight. Won it handily. Winner of this gets Scott City on the road next Friday. A lot of travel around the state, especially at the 3A level. I think I saw the Marysville was traveling around 640 miles to get to Holcomb tonight.
Yeah, man, that has got to be a tough bus ride home after a 5-point loss with a 6-hour drive home.
First down and 10. Thorson back to pass. He's throwing. Little bit overthrown there, intending Lincoln Cure deep. 3 Swathers there on the coverage. Pretty quick play there. Minute 29 still remaining. Goodland still with 3 timeouts if needed. 9-point lead here for the Swathers.
Yeah, Swathers content to allow the shorter passes underneath to the middle of the field, try to keep the clock running. You know, you're playing a dangerous game of where do you get the yards or do you let the clock run?
For the first time tonight, we got a 3-by-1 set. Cure is the single receiver. Expected them to do that a little earlier. Thorson back to pass. Out of the pocket. Oh, great play right there by senior Asher Dutchendorf. Throw was on target from Thorson to Kaysen Cederstrom, but Dutchendorf making a great play there, getting a hand on the football.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous play, too. If he misses and they're able to make the catch and turn up field, there's probably not a Swather defender ahead of him for a while. But Dutchendorf made a great play to get a hand on that ball and knock it away.
3rd down and 10. Blaine Wilson back there looking like a punt returner, 35 yards deep in the secondary. 2-by-2 set here for the Cowboys. Thorson back to pass. Going to be a short completion and maybe a lateral. Looks like there is a flag on the play. They were trying to get the hook and lateral there to Cure. Looks like the officials are going to rule that an illegal forward pass, and this one's coming back.
Yeah, have to imagine that's what, couldn't imagine really any other penalty in this situation. The Cowboys are all walking back, but
some discussion here from White Hat Kyle Sides and company. Illegal forward pass is the call against the Cowboys. That is a loss of down penalty. 5 yards from the spot, bring up 4th down and 5. Minute 15 here to go in this first round playoff matchup.
well, Garrett, you know you don't like to call play rest on one game, but I have to say that if the Cowboys are unable to convert here, that probably will be all she wrote for tonight.
It is safe to say that at this point, especially with Goodland using their first timeout here with 1:06 left.
Yeah, I don't know if they thought the clock was going to run after that penalty, but they'll use their timeout and with only 2 left. 4th down and 6 here for their season, really, and we'll be right back. Well, 4th and 6, as Goodland's coach, you have to be thinking, how do I get the ball to Cure in at least a little bit of space to try to continue this game here.
It's definitely a tough call between wanting to get the first down and needing to get some chunk yardage here. 4th down and 6. Thorson takes the snap, empty set, out of the pocket. Josh Dirksen right in front of him. Does get it to Cure, and that is caught. Really good catch there by Lincoln Cure. That's going to be enough for a first down, and this game continues. 56 seconds and counting. And we got spike here by Goodland. I was wondering what was going on. We got 4 wide receivers left of the left of the offensive line.
Yeah, I didn't even, was there a running back even in the area? I guess no one's going to complain about a spike being incomplete, but.
Empty here for the Cowboys. Thorson back to pass. Josh Dirksen is in pursuit, and he is able to bring Thorson down for no gain. Really good job there by sophomore Josh Dirksen, making the play there on the edge.
Yeah, nice play to keep him in bounds and sets up a 3rd and 12 here. Goodland is forced to use our second timeout here and with 40 seconds to go. Again, another long conversion here for the Goodland Cowboys. Getting ready for this 3rd down as we listen to the Hesston High School pep band, play one of my all-time favorites, Sweet Caroline.
What a song.
Yeah, sometimes, it's more of a happy halftime song, but playing it, with 40 seconds to go, trying to make a comeback here for the Goodland Cowboys works too, I guess.
40 seconds, 3rd and 12. Empty set once again here for Thorson in the Cowboys offense. Gets the snap. Deep ball, trying to get a back shoulder throw there to Jackson Miller. There is a flag on the play. It's like it's going to be holding against the Cowboys.
Hesston will decline that penalty. Maybe it'll make up a little bit for the one on the last play.
4th down and 12. 35 seconds remaining. Trips out to the wide side. Empty formation for Goodland. Gets the snap out of the pocket. Throws as far as he can. And that is intercepted by Jamison Cole. Thorson running out of the pocket. Tried to get it over there to Cure. And Jamison Cole comes down with the interception to shut the door on this one.
Yeah, nice pressure put on by Josh Dirksen, who's made a couple nice plays this game, but especially on this last drive, kind of too big. Either tackle in the open field on Thurston or that pressure there really forced the interception.
Best formation in football here, the victory formation. Humphreys gets the snap. He takes a knee. And that is all she wrote for this one. And Hesston is going to take the win 43-34 over the Goodland Cowboys. Really good football game, good battle out here in the first round of the 3A playoffs. Hesston is going to advance to play Scott City next week in the second round of the playoffs. Goodland's season is unfortunately done. A lot of great seniors out there for the Cowboys, led by five-star Lincoln Cure, offensive MVP for sure, 5 touchdowns tonight. Rhett Eyrig on the defensive end, at least 3 sacks. Caused a problem there for the Swathers offensive line. For the Swathers, led by Carter Gonzalez. Had 5 touchdowns tonight. Ended with that incredible 71-yard touchdown on 3rd and short to close the door for this one.
Yeah, exciting game from Hobbs Stadium. Garrett, it's been a pleasure doing it with you this season. If we don't get another game together from Swather Sports Network, we'll have to watch you coach the high school basketball team this winter. And hopefully that season, or at least for some of the football players, takes a little bit longer to start.
Absolutely, I'm all for that. It's been a pleasure, Jackson. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go get some hot chocolate and a blanket. Swathers win 43-34.
Thank you for joining us. Good night.